maybe even 25 to 30 years. I mean, they all been around for a long time. Um, Cat is one of those guys, like, you know, he's a professional reader. He'll read you in a heartbeat. I remember, you know, I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I was new to Twitter. And I'll never forget DMX had just come home. Rest in peace to DMX. And I saw the special with Cat Williams, Lunel, Red, and they had the German Shepherd. Remember Cat had the dog in the car with him? They did this
Yep.
tour.
Yep.
And I think Lunel just recently spoke about this on Vlad. And I remember watching that, and that shit was so funny. And I was just getting on Twitter. I didn't want to do Twitter. I hated the name of it. It's called Twitter. Had a bird. I was like, what is it? You know, it was explained to Diddy one way. It was like dissected for like over an hour and a half of how it works. When it got to me, it was like a 5 to 10 minute. This is what it is, how it works. I ate a bagel for lunch. I was like, so I didn't understand at the time, right? So once I seen Diddy take off with his Twitter and people was jumping on Twitter, and I was starting to understand, oh, it wasn't explained to me this way. So I remember one day I was in St. Louis. I never forget it. I'm in my suite. I'm actually in the penthouse. It's after my concert. And I just started making jokes. I said, man, y'all ain't gonna believe what just happened. I fabricated this whole story. I said, man, it's me, DMX, Cat Williams. We're in my hotel room. And I'm not saying Cat or DMX had cocaine, but it was a line of cocaine on the table and the dog hit the line of cocaine. The dog got high and attacked me. Y'all, I'm headed to get 20, I had to get 20 stitches, right? So that shit went crazy. That was my introduction to Twitter. Like literally, it boom, took off. Now, I had seen Cat. I didn't really know Cat Williams, you know what I'm saying? I met DMX. I didn't really know DMX. And that was very irresponsible of me, being a lot more understanding of what I was doing now than at that moment when I just did it planned, because I was like, I was gonna be like it was a joke. But it took off so fast, nobody reached out to me and said nothing. I never went back and addressed that it was all false, right? So I'm in Atlanta. I'm at Legal Seafood, Boston Legal Seafood. And my homegirl, she's having this birthday party. She's hosting about 10 beautiful women. I mean, all these women were gorgeous. And I never forget walking in